Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, we are back from the fair. That went very well. A little warm those first couple of days, but we survived. Glad to be back home. Always takes a little while to settle back in again, get everything back to normal, and that pretty much that's the way we are now. Uh, there's a little different topic today that I'm going to talk about, and this has been on my mind for a long time. Uh, I've kind of been on the fence as to whether or not to make this video or not. And I actually was not going to there for a while until just about a month and a half, 2 months ago. A friend of mine came in and told me about a situation that he has. Now, what happened was, and let me give you a little bit of backlog history here. About a year and a half ago, early winter in 2024, I went in for my doctors to have a regular physical blood work, the usual stuff. And it came back, and I had a PSA test done, which I hadn't had for a while, and it was high, higher than what it should have been. Now, there's a lot of reasons for a high PSA, so it was a concern. It was 13.1, which is considered high. They want it below 4. So naturally, that led to further testing, which, long story short, in my particular situation, I did wind up having cancer, prostate cancer. It was a very small amount, thank God. Caught it very early, which, again, thank God for that, too. My father had it, so it wasn't a surprise to me 20-something years ago. So that automatically put me at about 40% higher chance of getting it myself. So I had anticipated it at some point in my life. Now, there's varying degrees of prostate cancer, which some are aggressive, some are not, middle of the road, and all different variations of it. Most of the time, it is not fast growing. And again, thank God mine was not. Now, from what I understand, all of us men, at some point or another, at 60% chance of having prostate cancer in their lives. Now, this is an incredibly difficult situation for me to talk about publicly. Some of you out there, that my customers, now I have about just a little under 8,000 subscribers to my channel now. So I am literally talking possibly to thousands of people. And I am not, I'm a very private person, except for my friends and the people that I feel comfortable talking to about things like this. And I just wanted to say that this is not easy for me to talk about. The reason I'm doing it is to warn other men out there and their families of the possibility of this happening to them. And if I could help one person, one other man out there that could possibly have this prevented, or well, not prevented possibly, but at least found early enough so that they can deal with it early, like I have, then it would be worth to me, hopefully more men than one, but multiple people, hopefully, who see this video possibly will heed my advice and have a prostate test, PSA test done. It's a very inexpensive blood test, which is, considering everything that costs medically nowadays, it's just amazing how inexpensive that is. Now, the other part of it is that a lot of doctors don't believe in it. And that just I'm leading up to where I'm talking about that buddy of mine here. My previous doctor, a couple of them passed here. He did not believe in it. He thought that there was too many false positives, and indeed, right now it's still only about 50% accurate. And what causes the inaccuracy there causes people to be upset if it's a positive and it really isn't cancer. But sometimes it is. And to me, it wasn't worth the chance to take. But being talked out of having that test by your doctor is that's just not in your best interest at this time. It just isn't. It's the worrying part of it. If the test comes back positive and it's not cancer until you prove it. Now, the next test typically is a biopsy, which I did have, and that's quite invasive, very expensive, I might say too. That one is quite expensive. From what I understand, there's a new type of scan now coming out that is much more accurate and is hopefully going to alleviate that biopsy part of it. I did not get that at that time. It's quite new. Nevertheless, it was cancer, and I'm glad they found it. And it's just astonishing to me that there's doctors out there, and indeed my urologist, the doctor in her office there, and her included, the likelihood and the more prevalent of finding this cancer now, because they're testing a little bit more. Some are, but they haven't tested earlier in the past year, and they're finding a higher rate of high grade, more advanced prostate cancer, and that infuriates me actually. You listen to your doctor, you take their word for it most of the time, and you hope that that's the way it is, but it isn't always the case. And in this particular situation, I would have rather worried and found out the truth. And I think there's other men out there too. You just can't stick your head in the sand and hope everything's going to be fine. My doctor, my urologist, actually was surprised that I showed up for the other tests after I was diagnosed with it, or at least there was a question of it there, because most guys just don't show back up again. They think it's okay, it's I'll be fine. Well, sometimes you're not, and that's just the way it is. I came awful close to saying no, but something kept telling me that that's not a good idea, especially with my father that had it again, many years ago. So when you have a history of it, it's really much more important. But again, a 60% chance of any man having prostate cancer in their lives is pretty high. So thankfully, I did not have to go through more advanced treatments other than radiation. I did have the option for surgery. I chose not to do that. I went through 28 treatments, 5 weeks of radiation, and the numbers have gone down. I've had one checkup since then, I believe it was, or two, I'm sorry. And they'll keep an eye on me now for many years to come. And hopefully that will continue to go down. Everything will be fine. But they'll keep an eye on it. And there's lots of treatments out there available if it does decide to come back. Hopefully not. There's only a 2% reoccurrence from what I understand. So, and that's pretty good odds if you ask me. But that friend of mine that I'm going back to here, he did not have a PSA test for long. I don't know if he ever actually did have one. His doctor too was one that did not believe in it or didn't think it was necessary. She said, even after him telling her that there was some issues that he was having, some signs, I did not have any symptoms whatsoever, none, but he did. Now, those were clear red flags. I won't get into detail, but clear red flags for any kind of issues prostate related. And she ignored them until just recently here. And then when they found out, they took the PSA test, and he was far more advanced than me. And now we'll have to go with other treatments and radiation, and a fairly long road ahead of him. It has not gone into his bones, thank God for that. That is the point right there. That is the level. They don't want it to go outside the prostate, obviously spreading. That's the big worry about everything. Mine wasn't. It was contained. His is not, but it is not in his bones, thank God. So hopefully everything will be okay. It just goes back again to the fact that the doctor didn't feel it necessary, or was worried more about it being a false positive. Some people like to take chances. Certain things you just don't take chances with. And that's one of them. So, I received outstanding care with my hospital here. I won't mention names, but I know you're watching this. Thank you. I can't say enough how grateful I am for the help that I received from all my doctors, and it was an experience, to say the least, and hopefully not have to go through again. But nevertheless, all of you there made it a much more easier experience for me to go through, and I am profoundly grateful for your help. Thank you. Now, again, if anybody's actually listened to this all the way through here, and I certainly hope you have, this is no joke, and I'm dead serious about this. Don't ignore this. This is a serious cancer. Is nothing to mess with. Even this prostate cancer, which again is controllable most of the time, and then there's times when it's not, and it can be caught early. But a PSA test is an incredibly important part of your blood test every year. That really, if there's anything I can say, is to urge every man out there to go and have it. Keep an eye on it. Wives, partners out there, please keep an eye on that for your husbands. It's just nothing to mess around with, as I say. And if this can help just one person out there, it's worth my very much uncomfortable talking about this in public. So, next video, I promise, is going to be back to the knives and the other things. I made a whole bunch of stuff at the fair that I have some extra things that I may put up on my site here shortly. So, thank you for all of you who've continued to watch this. Not run off. Don't be scared about this. This is life. This is the way things have, just the way things are. So, thank you again, and I hope the best for everybody out there that can take my advice and please listen to what I had to say. All right. Thanks again, and we'll catch you in the next one.